Yeah, good morning everyone and welcome to Compensation and Benefits Management online classes. This is Dr. Mahesh M. Onjeri, Assistant Professor from Department of Management Studies, SDM College of Engineering and Technology, Dharwad. Okay, so dear students, before IA1 we discussed the caselet. Caselet is a small case, okay, maybe less than a page, which usually appear in your examination. So today we are going to consider a white paper actually. So I'll explain what is a white paper as a case. Okay, because it has a lot of questions and findings, so which we can learn as well as discuss. Okay, so this white paper is published by a company called PayScale. The example of this company is also there in your textbook. Okay, and even the resource person from SDM IMD. Okay, Mysuru mentioned about this company, payscale.com. Okay, so it is a market leader in US, okay, in providing consultancy services on compensation related issues. Okay, so we'll go ahead with the white paper. So we'll discuss it as a case study. Okay, so I will stop in between wherever you have some doubts or you want to put your viewpoints or comments so that a discussion can happen. Okay, so let me share the screen. Okay, students, can you see this slide?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So I'll increase the, okay. Okay. Okay, see, this is a white paper. So I'll just tell you what is a white paper. Okay, so I'll make a new share. Yeah, can you see this share as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
good, good. A white paper is an authoritative report or guide that informs readers concisely about a complex issue and presents the issuing body, means author or publisher's philosophy on the matter. It is meant to help readers understand an issue, solve a problem, or make a decision. This is how it is different from a regular research paper. So a white paper generally provides its readers to understand an issue or a problem, so or solve a problem or make a decision. So PayScale company publishes such white papers on a regular basis, and its target audience is commercial organizations or companies, okay, who involve in compensation decisions. Okay, so this, still you can see this white paper, the impact of the current economy on wage growth. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, good. Because I have to keep asking, otherwise you don't reply. Huh? There may not be a visual and you just keep quiet. Okay, then, so title of the white paper, I hope you understood now. It is also a research paper, but this research paper is different in a way that it provides its readers to help understand a problem or issue, okay, and solve a problem or make a decision. So when I say this, the target audience or readers of this research paper are generally commercial organizations or companies, okay, compensation people and HR people who are facing certain problems. So generally they refer to such white papers. They are very authentic and credible. Okay, so then there is little bit information about the company PayScale. Okay, so if you cannot see the font, but still it is okay. Maybe let me make it 125. Okay. Yes. PayScale is the name of the company which has published this white paper.
So,
Yes.
so we can't see that page.
This page, what I am reading now.
Yes, sir. Pay scale regarding that.
So what it is, blank or black? How it is?
Sir,
No,
it's like
previous slide
Wikipedia.
is
Wikipedia,
previous
its Google
slide.
format is open, sir.
Google, okay, maybe I have to make one more time. That share I have to make, 1 minute. I'll make it a new share. 1 minute.
Yes, sir.
How about now?
Sir, is it like forward and the other side we have who we are, what we do, how we can help?
Correct. Yeah, this is the white paper, okay?
Yes, sir. We can see.
Means you can see the white paper now, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes. Okay, so again, just quickly
Yes, sir.
let me read the title of the paper, The Impact of the Current Economy on Wage Growth. Okay, this is July data, July 2020. Okay. Then first some information about the company, who we are, means the publisher. It is a company called PayScale in America. PayScale is a compensation technology company. So they provide technology solutions for compensation problems to other companies. So PayScale is a compensation technology company dedicated to helping companies maximize the investment in their people. Investment in their people means compensation. Okay. So PayScale is a compensation technology company dedicated to helping companies maximize the investment in their people. So what we do, what is the nature of business of PayScale.com? We bring together, means the company PayScale, we bring together the power of technology, relevant compensation data, and professional services to help companies get pay right in any economic environment. So they help the companies, its consultancy services, to make the companies a right decision with respect to compensation in any economic environment. At present, it is a recession. So how can we help? Okay, so how this company payscale.com helps its clients. The more that decisions can be driven by facts and data, the better the results. Okay, so when decisions are made based on facts and data, means information, survey based, research based information, the decisions will give better results. In an economic downturn, that is a recession, the number of the number one controllable expense that any organization has is a payroll, means compensation or salary. Pay is also incredibly important to employee engagement and morale. Okay, so a strategic approach to compensation and benefit is therefore critical in any economic climate. So if you can consider, for example, pay is okay, also incredibly important to employee engagement and morale. So that does not mean irrationally, unscientifically, you can simply cut down the salary during the recession. Okay, but definitely during downturn or economic recession, the number one controllable expense that any organization has is payroll. So compensation itself is a component of cost which can be easily controlled by a company, but the decision is not that easy. So in such a case, okay, payscale.com consults its clients. Okay, so in the same regard, okay, so they have published this white paper, okay, called as the impact of the current economy on wage growth. So we will have this PowerPoint slide data, so which is easy for us to understand, read and understand. Okay, so okay, so it begins from here. Findings of the white paper or a research paper. Okay, high level findings. Overall, our data show that, okay, in the end they also mentioned what is the research methodology followed. Okay, otherwise I'll go through that first so that you can understand okay, better. Okay, see, payscale.com is a compensation technology company or compensation consultancy company, okay, which has published this white paper. So what is the methodology they have adopted? The data provided is a wage growth analysis by industries and occupations and metropolitan statistical areas. The percentage wage growth rate is provided for yearly, quarterly, and monthly intervals. The data uses salary and job offer profiles from PayScale's crowdsourced survey. PayScale's crowdsourced survey between July 1, 2017 to July 1, 2020. So it is 3-year data. Wage growth data is not controlled for compensable factors. Yearly growth rates are calculated using a 12-month window from July 1 to July 1. That is 2018 represents July 2017 to July 2018 data. Monthly growth rates are reported from March 1, 2018 to June 30, 2020. Okay. So this way, so they have created this white paper. Okay. So other details we'll read later. So just let me make a beginning with the high level findings. Overall, okay, our data show that wage growth slowed during COVID-19. I hope you can understand this simple terms. See, the beauty of the quality literature is actually it is simple to read and easy to understand. Even including the words that are used are also very simple words. Difficult words are not used. Small and meaningful sentences are always made, okay, so that it becomes easy for the reader to understand. Okay, so the first sentence very simply, very clearly it says that overall our data show that wage growth slowed during COVID-19. See, I hope you can understand the meaning of the sentence. Huh? Okay, that the year-on-year growth in salary. Okay, like every year, even at the teachers in a university or institute also gets annual increment. That is how the salary grows. Okay, that annual increment is added to the base pay or basic salary, and on the total allowances are calculated, so thereby increasing the overall monthly salary. So overall our data show that wage growth slowed during COVID-19. Historically, organizations conduct layoffs rather than cut pay in response to an economic downturn to avoid tanking morale. But in this unprecedented situation, some organizations are being forced to do both. So generally what companies did during recession is they used to lay off, means some employees they used to remove. Okay. So they call it layoffs, means removing the employees. Okay. But in this unprecedented situation, some organizations are being forced to do both. So during this COVID-19 pandemic, some companies are removing the employees as well as they are reducing the salaries of the existing employees. See, we have discussed the news articles from Times of India related to this. You should remember. Okay. So that one company conducted a 1,500, 1,200 or 1,500 company survey where we learned that the average annual growth rate in the wages was low compared to last many years. Okay, that is due to COVID-19. Okay. So where wages are falling, where wages are rising, okay, and the top and bottom metro areas. Okay, this is all American data, but yes, for us it is knowledge. So please remember. Indian data we have already considered. I have read the article from Times of India, similar one, but this is a very high level research paper or white paper. So where wages are falling. So this is a 3-year survey. Remember, 2017 July 1 to 2020 July 1. So in those 3 years, where wages are falling. Although wages are not falling along with unemployment in most industries, there are some that have undergone particular hardship such as accommodations and food services. So in this industry, wages are falling. Wage growth is not happening. Accommodations and food services, which has seen wage growth decline by minus 10.5% in Q2 and minus 3.5% year on year, okay, decline. That is annual decline. Likewise, in the retail and customer service industry, wage growth dropped minus 4.8% in quarter 2 and minus 4.7% in year on year basis. Year on year basis means annual over a period of 3 years. Okay, so it is the food and accommodation and food industry, food services, as well as the retail and consumer service industry. The wages have been falling. So this stays consistent that the occupational level where wages for food service and restaurant related jobs dropped minus 7% in quarter 2 and minus 2.4% year on year, and wages for retail jobs dropped minus 3.4% in quarter 2 and minus 0.8% in year on year. So this is the decrease in number of jobs or job opportunities. Another occupation to see reduced wages is construction, where wage growth dropped minus 2.2% in quarter 2 and minus 0.7% year on year. Okay, so I hope you can understand where wages are falling. So it is the food and accommodation and food services, retail and customer service, and to some extent even in construction. So where wages are rising. So let us see. There are also industries and occupations that are continuing to see growth during COVID-19. See, wages in the technology industry grew 3.4% in quarter 2 and 3% year on year. Okay, so those who are reading business news on a regular basis, okay, you will be aware that technology companies have made a fortune during this COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, Amazon, for example, for that matter. So even for video conferencing companies like Zoom, okay, so I read the net worth of the Zoom's founder has increased by 12 or 13 times. Okay, so online companies, if you can recall, in India, Amazon and Flipkart, okay, out of the total active internet users, okay, the user base of online retailers has just doubled. I can recall these all news articles we have read out. Okay, so where the wages are rising during the same time, it is first technology industry, anything that is based on technology, including online retail. So although the healthcare industry has been burdened by overwork and decreased revenue, especially in hospitals where many elective surgeries have been delayed or cancelled, it happened in India also. Wages grew 3.3% in quarter 2 and 2.9% in year on year basis. Okay, so other than technology industry, it is the hospitals is one more sector where wages grew, okay, quarterly as well as year on year basis. At the occupational level, in addition to information technology, marketing and advertising jobs have also seen increased wage growth at 3.4% in Q2 and 2.3% year on year basis. Okay, see if we can look at the advertisements, okay, especially the e-learning companies like Byju's, the learning app, okay, then Top Scholar, for example. Okay, so and there are many more companies, okay, so which are providing e-learning apps or programs to students of right from school to college. Okay, so these companies have been advertising aggressively, and also you can understand that Byju's has recruited a 5 for your seniors, okay, that too in the last minute after the college. So see how the data, though it is American, but the same effect or ripples also can be seen in Indian market. Okay, in today's newspaper it is mentioned that Byju's has obtained another round of investment for $200 million. So the investors are also investing now in technology based companies. Okay, that is the reason why there is a wage growth, okay, as well as there is increased opportunity in employment in technology based companies. See, this is how you can relate. You cannot just ignore information because it is American, German or French. Okay, so today it is called global economy. What happens in America, India is also affected by that. Okay, So then top and bottom metro areas. So this I will skip. Okay, so these are the states in United States of America where there is increase or decrease in wage. Okay, so this part I'll skip. So I hope this part what I'm reading enables you to understand what exactly we are discussing. Okay, so at this point in time I will just okay, stop sharing and I'll go for your questions or comments if any. Okay, anyway, this is just part 1 of the case study. It will be discussed in 2 to 3 classes. Okay, yeah. So any comments or any doubts or questions? Yes, any questions, any doubts, any comment you want to make?
No doubt, sir.
Okay, thank you.
No, sir.
Okay, Srinidhi, no. Okay, so then just let us go ahead. Okay, so can you see this slide again?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank
Yes, sir.
you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay, so I'll move to the next page. Okay. See how COVID-19 has affected hours and pay. How COVID-19 has affected hours and pay. See now you students are doing a research project. See, this is how a report is written and how the findings are presented. See, they have used pie charts here and the same is explained in the paragraphs. See, there is a lot of learning. It's not just about understanding the information, okay, or expanding the knowledge. There is learning from 1 to 100, A to Z, everything, okay. But the only thing you need to read quality literature, not just anything, okay. So how COVID-19 has affected hours and pay. So we'll learn about it now. Wages do not tend to be cut during a recession, a phenomenon known as a nominal wage rigidity. This is due to organizations tending to take a long view when it comes to compensation as a critical aspect of worker satisfaction, retention, and productivity. So, generally, during a recession, it is not a compulsion to cut salary because okay, so that will have an effect on employee satisfaction, retention, and productivity. So companies may prefer to wait and watch. In the long term, maybe the conditions will improve. Typically it is less expensive for organizations to reduce their workforce during a recession and intentionally lay off their lowest performing workers than reduce wages and lose their highest performing workers to unproductive turnover. See, they during your selection process they may ask such questions. Okay, so if you are a HR manager, okay, or a compensation manager, okay, what decisions would you take during recession? So you should have this basic idea at least, okay, that you may decide on a pay cut of the existing employees, or you may lay off the employees whose performance is poor, or you may consider both. But in whatever is the situation, you have to justify why you would take that decision. Okay. So although reducing wages is uncommon during a recession, COVID-19 is an unprecedented situation. Means the world has seen something like this for the first time. So COVID-19 has strained many organizations in ways that were unexpected and with an unclear timeline. So to weather a storm of uncertain severity and duration, some organizations choose to reduce wages rather than lay off staff. However, pay cuts are still affecting only a minority of people, industries, and occupations, especially professional salaried occupations. According to our survey, okay, means pay scale survey, according to our survey, only 7% of employees have seen a decrease in their pay since COVID-19. Okay, this is the major finding. So the data is provided here. Work hours during COVID-19. Okay, so this light green or gray, whatever you call it, is my work hours have remained the same. So 63% of the organization employees in the organizations have replied that okay, that their working hours have remained the same. Okay, for example, even for our college, 8 hours is the working per day, so it has remained same, 8 hours per day. Orange, my work hours have decreased. 13% of the respondents have mentioned that their working hours have decreased. Okay, and this olive color is my work hours have increased. 14% of the respondents have replied that their working hours have increased. Okay, and the black color, I was laid off, means removed from the job. 10% of the respondents have replied that they have been removed from the job. So this is the major findings. And then okay, so pay during COVID. So what happened to the pay? 89% of the respondents have replied that my pay has remained the same. Okay, see, this is very authentic data. You blindly you cannot speak. Okay, or WhatsApp, Facebook language you cannot speak. Okay, you need data from some authentic, credible sources like this. But remember, this is American data. Okay. So my pay has 89% of the respondents replied that my pay has remained the same. Orange, 7% of the respondents replied that the pay has decreased, only 7%, which was mentioned in the paragraph. Olive green, 4% of the respondents have replied that my pay has increased, so only 4%. Okay. See, and if you consider this, okay, so 10%. Okay, sorry, this olive green, 14% of the respondents have replied that my work hours have increased. So I spoke to a couple of okay, people in the IT and ITES. IT is information technology, ITES is information technology enabled services. Okay, so like a transaction processing, for example. Okay, or online accounting services, for example. Okay, so I spoke to a couple of alumni of our department, so who are working in ITES sector, IT enabled services in transaction processing for news agency companies. Okay, so they were allowed, now they have been working from home. But what they say is where they used to work for 8 to 10 hours, okay, around 8 hours approximately per day. So now they are working approximately 10 to 11 hours per day. So their working hours have actually increased. Okay, and a couple of software engineers, including at the middle level of management, I spoke to them. They also mentioned that okay, their working hours have increased. So this is how you should relate. Okay, your friends, relatives might be working, you can talk to them always what happened. Okay, so I hope I will stop here and I'll take attendance first. So in 4.5 minutes it is possible to take attendance. Okay, so or else I'll do one thing, it is more easy. See, you can just tell me that 27 means 26 students are present. Only the strength is 32. Okay, so only 6 students are absent. If you can identify the students who are absent, it will get over quickly. Okay, so I'll go here. You can just check, please. So this is also in alphabetical order. Everybody can help just to identify the 6 students who are absent. Okay, you can
Okay,
check.
sir.
Yeah, Nishad is absent, right? Or it is she there? Yeah, Nishad is absent. I'll mark only the absentees. It will get over quickly. I can identify in the meanwhile other students who are absent.
Sir, Shweta, Kokana and Vaishnavi.
Yeah, Vaishnavi is absent. Shweta Kokane, 1 minute. Shweta Kokane, USN 51. Okay. Yeah, Shweta Kokane is absent. So how many now? 4 students were identified and now only, no. Shweta Kokane and Vaishnavi, right? So 3 students were identified, another 3 students who are absent. So I repeat, Nishad, Vaishnavi and Shweta Kokane. Other than that, how about Suchitra is there in the class? Suchitra? No,
Yes, sir. She is present.
she is present. Okay. Snehal? Snehal is there?
Yes, sir.
Ah. Please identify.
Meghna Lokhande.
Meghna Lokhande is absent. Okay. Meghna Lokhande. Okay, 2 more students. Who are they?
Sir, Sharan and Ankita, they are present, sir, but I think
What happened? They are there in the classroom and attending.
रीमा क्लास नाಗ ಕುಂತೀವಿ
ಅದೇ ಹೇಳಾತೀನಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಅದಾರಂತ.
Hello, it is being recorded. Yeah.
Sorry, sir.
Who else? 2 more students are absent. Among boys, Akshay Kulkarni is there. Yeah, he is there. 1 minute. Arpita is there. Arpita, she is present. Okay. Ashwini is also present. You are not able to identify?
Sir, actually, Sharan and Ankita have logged in from one phone, maybe, so
One
their names are not visible.
Okay. Correct. Then
Sir,
we are
Gautam.
Gautam.
I Ankita and
Gautam is absent.
3 members. Sir, I and Ankita logged in from one phone, sir.
Gaonkar Gautam is not in HR.
Sir, accept.
And you 3 are in one phone, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then that is correct. We got the students.
Yes.
Okay then. Okay, so then any questions or any doubts so far?
Sir, Vaishnavi present, sir.
Who is present?
Vaishnavi, sir.
Vaishnavi is present. Okay.
Yes, sir, present.
Yeah. She is marked present. Okay, so then Nishad is absent. Then Shweta Kokane is absent. Then Meghna Lokhande. 3 students are absent. If you can identify somebody else, please let me know. Okay. Most of the students are regular in HR. There are no habitual absentees. Okay. So any doubts? Okay. Any doubts in that case? So far is it okay? Yeah.
Yes,
so far
sir.
is it okay?
Yes.
Are you able to follow the information, the findings?
Sir, I want
Yes,
to
sir.
share